Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead back into our final round robin match between Tiez on blue side and Sirens on the red side. Joining me again is Peanut. Peanut, how did that last game go for you?
It was pretty fun. We actually got to be two games before I came back here, and both went really well. Even though we lost one of them, but we did get pull out the win in the second one, so it was pretty good.
Well, that's good to hear. Meanwhile, what I'm seeing right now is a Fiddlesticks band coming on the side of Tiez, as well as a Katarina and that Nasus. So I guess don't really want to deal with that Nasus pick, though. I believe that was, I think that's what ended up killing you guys when you went against this team.
Yeah, I was the top lane against the Nasus in that game, so it was really impressive when he got rolling. I was unable to do any damage to him, but yes, that is the Kled pick there. And in the game against us once more, I played against the Kled as well, and he was very good on the Kled, and I think he enjoys playing that champion as well, so that's a nice pickup for him.
As we can see right now, that Nautilus is being hovered right now, kind of in the staple right now for the top lane picks that we've seen here today. Nocturne also being hovered at the moment. Hopefully we don't have the Nocturne bug where it makes everything go dark. I heard that's a very spooky bug.
It's a very eerie. It's an eerie sort of.
But you know what wasn't banned was that Ivern, and it is still on the table for whoever wants to go ahead and take it. So that would mean it's either a Nautilus top or support.
Yeah. He was banned in the previous few games, so now that he's finally opened, the hover on him is very good to see. But the Amumu was also very effective in the last game, so yes, they are going to lock that one in. They have two hooks going for them on that team, and they have two tanks, making it very tough to get into their carries, which we'll see in a bit.
Sejuani, though, is going to get locked in there on the side of Tiez. Again, we saw it do a lot of work in the couple of games we've seen it here today. Again, that additional stun.
Yeah, that additional stun, and his teammates, melee teammates, being able to follow up on those stuns as well, make her very, very strong in team fights. Right now, she doesn't have any teammates that can proc that for her, though. But we have yet to see. Next people coming up are the ADC and the jungler, so might not have much help in procking her passive there, but that's all right.
As we do see right now, that Zyra has been locked in by Pirate King, so it might be a mid lane, though more or less played in that bot lane with B-Win. I believe they actually did that combo earlier right now. As Ezreal Blitzcrank coming in, so we're going to have the rocket grab coming down in that bot lane, or possibly mid lane. Depending on what they flex with it, it'll likely be a support, though.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be a lot of hooks on the side of Sirens there, so you got to watch out. Make sure you don't get singled out there, because if you get caught, you will get killed, and it is not going to be great if you are like one of the main carries that's getting caught. So definitely watch out for that one.
And the moment right now, we are waiting for our final picks coming out from the side of Tiez. Again, taking their little time at the moment. Is 5:12 at the moment here, local time here in Calgary, Alberta. For those that don't know or are watching online, we are live from the Calgary Chinook Microsoft store here.
Yeah, so if you're around, make sure you come check it out. We got some games for you to watch live, which is always really exciting.
Always exciting to see, as the Echo is going to go ahead and get locked in there. B-Win on that Lucian, going to get locked in as well. I believe he played the opposite matchup here as an Ezreal into a Lucian, so we'll see how well that pick goes as an Urgot hover yet again coming out from Sirens.
I say do it, pick the champion, do it. All right, everyone's chanting it. There we go. All right.
Urgot, 40 seconds for that to be locked in.
Put him back, cover him again. He hasn't locked in.
It's like Teemo at like LCS. You get cheers when you hover it at least. Come on, you got 25 seconds.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
It's gonna be a Cassiopeia getting locked in though.
And all the Urgot fans are crying. All two of them.
All two
at
of
home.
them.
Yeah.
as we hear that one coming in. 50 seconds on the clock, so we get to see a final look at our team comps right now. Again, the Cassiopeia Amumu combo did very well in the Sirens matchup against Slap Choppuccino. They actually did a lot of work on it and got Slap Choppuccino's their only loss right now. And the Nautilus, it's just been a Nautilus top lane the entire day. It might have a little bit of trouble against that Khaled, but once he gets tanky enough, he should be able just to mitigate a lot of the damage with the shields. I want to see how well Khaled can roam around the map, because if he can get right on top of this Cassiopeia and really make her day not fun, as he can't be stopped while he's in charge. So I'll be interested to see if he tries to go for it. Another thing is the Blitzcrank. If she can get those hooks onto Lucian or Zyra, it is almost a dead plant guaranteed, because as we are now going to go ahead and see, there is an Ignite on the side of Blitzcrank right now that allows them to be aggressive if they wanted to. Zyra, though, is running the lone exhaust of the game, so that'll be nice to have, especially against an Ezreal or a Cassiopeia, but he can only exhaust one of them.
Yeah, and once more, there's going to be a barrier on the Lucian and not the heal. Yet to see the effectiveness of that one, but I'm sure there is a reason for it. Looking at Siren's team, there's so much lockdown. Even if Blitz grabs someone, if Cassiopeia just puts down her poison field, grounds everybody, there's literally no escape for that person. That person is most likely going to get down if Cassiopeia's team is behind her on that one. So the team on Ty's side, they're definitely going to have to run it down as fast as possible, pick up the Cassiopeia, take down the Ezreal, and then that way they'll be able to win that team fight. But if they're unable to do that, it's going to be very tough for them to win any team fights.
As we are just waiting on that spectator delay to take us into the game, about a minute 30 here. I can already see, though, there has been a pause at the moment, so we're going to see exactly what's happening in right there at the moment. Looks like both teams just trying to sort out a little bit of a technical issue, but we should be back online here quite shortly.
Yeah, so let's see here. Looks like the pause is going to be ending.
Yeah, as I can see, we're getting that typed on in, so we will be coming into a pause, but not a long one. At least we don't have any 15-minute, 30-minute pauses. That's not an enjoyable time, to say the least.
And not for anyone, actually. Not people waiting on the desk, not people waiting to cast, and definitely not inside the control studio. No, it was a very panicking time if that happened, so luckily we are not at that point. Alright, so if Sirens gets this win, they will end first in the tournament, and there may be a potential finals match between them and the first place team and the second place team. But if Tiez wins this one, then there will be a three-way tie in this four-team tournament, which will be very interesting to see how we're going to resolve that should it happen.
Well, at the moment, we are going to go ahead and take a little quick break while we load into the game and deal with that pause. We'll be right back, guys, quite shortly. And we're going to go ahead and get right on back into the game here between Ty and Sirens. Right at this level 1, here we go.
Alright, so looks like we are going to do a fan out for Team Ty, and everybody is going to stack up together on the Siren side. Looks like the pings are going out.
Might be looking to be aggressive right here again. There's no wards that have come out for Ty, no members in that bot side brush. They might be able to catch somebody out here right now. 30 seconds, they actually do spot out this Lucian. He has to decide where he's going to go. He's going to get ahead and get stunned in by that Blitzcrank. Ignite does come on down. Hook does not follow up, though. Flash comes out from the Savage right now, and here's the re-engage coming out from the Sejuani. Again, all the members kind of going a little bit low here for Siren, but nobody's going to go down. But look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4 summoners burned just for the 2 on the ADC.
So yeah, it looks like a big victory there for Team Tiez, because they were able to disengage without losing too many of their abilities, and yeah, as you said, a lot of summoner spells down there for Team Siren, so they're gonna have to watch out for any early ganks that Sejuani might want to pull off here. And that was a 4v5 as well, so Kled was able to just remain in top lane without being punished for that one.
Actually, in this point, he actually has a little bit of advantage because Nautilus does not have a flash to work with. So you might see that get abused by Sejuani if she does make some roams up there before the 6-minute mark here. Again, does have a little bit of CC in the kit for that one. Chomper right now does land that bear trap on her open. And level 1 is kind of where he needs to start whittling down the Nautilus immediately because Nautilus did not go door and shield, so he doesn't really have any built-in sustain in his items like he usually would if he went with that item build.
Yeah, and there was a ward around the Raptor pit that Sejuani passed over just before it died. So Siren should know that Sejuani is going to be around the top side of the map here once she finishes her clear. Nautilus doesn't want to be up too far for the next 3 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, you don't want to be too overextended right here. Chomper does hit that level 2, does land that bear trap on a rope right now, doing a decent chunk of damage right here. Go has to be a little bit careful, gets taken down to 100 health. He's got to be very careful at this point because he could get flash queued there by Chopper if he tried.
And he just only has the 1 health potion.
Oh, lands the hook onto Zyra right now. Getting a lot of damage here. Zyra going down pretty low, but he is not going to be killed there by Rank. Meanwhile, in that mid lane, trades happening as Echo able to land that. Nautilus did have some potions to help him sustain back up into that lane, so he'll be able to stick around right now. Savage able to land the bangs right now. Echo might be in some trouble, has to flash away, was not able to get a full flash, and Savage really low on mana, wasn't able to finish off the kill.
I wonder if Cassiopeia did use that ghost, she would have been able to get that last hit on him. Unfortunate that he did live, but it's okay because she is... With the flash down on the Echo, he is vulnerable to a gank.
Bear trap on a rope, keeps on landing up in this top lane, is able to keep up the harass here on the Nautilus. He's now gone a couple levels in, so he does have that shield to mitigate. Sejuani right now, 1v1 with the blue buff. Did not get the stun there, might go down here. They got 20, he gets taken down at 20 health.
Double lift is here, everybody. Double lift has shown up in the building. That's
in jungle on Sejuani. Didn't have the smite up. Actually auto-canceled, I think, once there, so could have killed the blue buff if she fully committed to the fight. You can't run away from blue buff. He'll hunt you down.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy there. And Mumu, if they do notice that, he would want to go look inside that side of the jungle, but I think actually he got the blue buff there then, if since it's gone. We'd have to make sure.
Yeah, just disappeared right there. Meanwhile, up in top, bear trap on a rope keeps on landing. Rooted, actually. Zyra gets a nice double root there on both players.
Oh
but Lucian gets hooked in by there and actually might go down here. Barrier is used. Exhaust as well. There is still no heal on the side of Q-Rank, but they can chase him down. Again, Blitzcrank is going to have this rocket grab here in 7 seconds. Rank has to actually commit here, but he's not at the moment as they're going to be able to back off.
Wow, that was very close there. This guy, with the flash, being able to close the distance, wasn't able to convert that into a kill, but that was a very good play for both sides.
Savage right now in that mid lane has a little bit of a CS advantage, a big CS advantage actually in the jungle because Sejuani did get killed by the blue buff there. A little bit of an accident in the end. And actually Q-Rank at the moment starting to farm up a little bit, so that's a nice little sign here, especially on an Ezreal. Meanwhile in the mid lane, here comes the Mumu grab from the side. That's going to be first blood going over to the Cassiopeia with the help of her jungler.
There we go, and that's the flash being down for Echo, so Mumu was able to come down, able to convert that one into the first blood for this game.
Right now Rank just farming that out with the Q. Pretty safe place to be at the moment for this Ezreal. Has a 15 CS lead over his opponent. So 2 waves actually, which is a nice way to start off your lane. Right now gold lead is starting to creep up just a little, 1500 on the side of Sirens right now.
But we all know that can turn around on its head at any moment in the game.
Yeah, at any point it can be big turn around. Alpha in that bush trying to maybe get a hook, has landed 2 hooks right now, so has a pretty good percentage, I believe, as that minion's going to go down, and Zyra going to get instantly hooked on, and Alpha going to go ahead and pick up the kill with the final blow. So now, nice 0-2 in kill lead right now for Sirens.
Yeah, Zyra's just a bit too far up there without any minion support, so very easy hook for Blisters to grab.
Oh, this is a very aggressive play coming out for Echo for someone who doesn't have his ultimate yet. might have to rethink if he can try and get that kill. He does have the Ignite up and available for him right now. Q-Rank and them going to go ahead and back in that bot lane, cash in on some of that gold they just got from the kills.
Yeah, it looks like Kled was seeing if he could be of any help in the bot lane, but decides better of it and decides just to go back in the top lane because Nautilus is pushing him in. Nautilus actually caught up in farm.
Yeah.
Which is surprising. So CS lead in actually all of the lanes for the side of Sirens.
Right now, just waiting to see how well this pans out for him. Kled able to clean that one up just easily. Pirate in that mid lane, getting pushed in at the moment.
Well, fun fact, I think these two teams, they actually are all friends but know each other. So all those target bans were a little bit sticky because they already knew who each person is very good at. I think that's pretty cool, being able to play against your friends in a live tournament.
Yeah. It looks like one group of friends having a little bit better day than the other as actually they get the hook onto the Zyra right now. B1 following up at the moment but doesn't have much damage to really offer. Ezreal now has completed that pickaxe as well as a tier. Meanwhile, in that mid lane, is Savage actually gets stunned up here right now.
Oh boy.
Fluffy, though, is going to get stunned in return. He tried to go back in, and he goes down here as Cassiopeia going to pick up the second kill of the game here.
And that's the power of the lockdown that we have for this on the side of Sirens, because Cassiopeia, if she puts down her poison field, you're not able to go anywhere, so really the only place for Echo to go was forward to try to get that kill. Unfortunately, not able to. It just didn't have the damage to kill him, so and it goes 0-3 for Sirens.
As we're waiting right here at the moment. Trying to see exactly what's going on here. 3K Goldie coming out. Split up in this top lane, going to land the bear trap on the rope. It's going to go ahead and charge directly on there. Going to pick up his first kill up this top lane.
Yep, hopefully that's going to be a resurgence of life there for Team Tai. See if they can take an advantage there in the top lane, see if they can snowball from there. Yeah, Kled, if he's able to go roam, he will be able to snowball other lanes as well. If he goes for the mid lane where Cassiopeia is undefended, then she should be a squishy enough target for them to target before she gets too far ahead here. He is 2 kills up over that Echo, so he might need a little help there. And she does have about a 32 CS lead over him as well, so he might need some help.
And at the moment right now, looks like we're going to go ahead and take a quick pause at the moment. So I do have a pause in game, so we're going to go ahead and figure that one out, see what's going on for those teams. Go ahead and get back into our game here.
Alrighty, let's do this.
So after the little lengthy pause there, alright, so we're going to go ahead and get back into our game here.
Alrighty, let's do this.
So after the little lengthy pause there, Savage going very aggressive. The last auto is going to come on through Meanwhile in bot lane right now. B-Win is trying to make it happen at the moment as we go back into our in-game. Rank going to pick up the kill with the help of his jungler in that mid lane. Lazy trying to fiddle down, but the Cassiopeia has way too much damage. Can't be whittled down in time, and in the end, Sirens go up 3 kills across the map. Meanwhile, up in top lane, Chopper going pretty aggressive here on this Kled. Still has the Scarl up, is going to get dismounted there. Does land it, actually going, still attacking that Nautilus, even with no Scarl at the moment. He can. Going quite aggressive at the moment, going to get ulted in. Flashes on in to get the last auto in. That's going to be a kill going over to the split. Now 2-0-0, kind of the saving grace here for Tiez.
Yeah, it looks like it was solo kills all across the map, except the bot side where there was a kill on the ADC. So we basically got out of the pause, and Siren basically just capitalized on all of the plays that they were just waiting on. So they cashed in on all of those.
And now Chopper clearing that out, starting to get a little bit of a CS lead, but he's going to have to do so much for his team in order for them to really succeed off his back. Down in the bot lane right now, P-Win a little overextended. Alune is also there to follow up, is still
they don't know about him.
Playing the long con right now, and it won't work out as they try and burst down. Rank is likely to go down here in the end. Last auto is not going to follow through as Anti picks up the kill.
Unfortunately, waited a little too long to reveal himself at that point, and just allowed his ADC just to basically die for almost nothing there.
Playing the long con.
Yeah, a bit too long, I think.
Just a little long.
Yeah, because Ezreal was able to just come down. I believe they would have been able to do a lot better in that 2v2, but Ezreal came and turned things around.
So Alpha and Ezreal down in his bot lane, looking to push in toward the turret. Will likely get the minions crash on in if they wanted to. Actually doing a little bit of a slow push. Split up in the top lane, getting a little bit of a CS advantage as well as the kills into his favor.
Oh, but a gank coming through in the top lane with Sejuani coming in on Nautilus, but something else is coming down the bottom
Yeah,
side.
B-Win is actually going to avoid the ultimate coming on and gets hooked on in by Alpha. Alpha actually flashed back into tower range and he's going to get taken down. Meanwhile, there's a fight happening within the Baron Rift pit. Doesn't land right there as Lazy trying. Yeah, here comes Cassiopeia right now. Lazy does not have that ultimate, already used it. Meanwhile, in bot lane, and he's going to get caught out here by the Echo, and the Zyra gets stunned on up. He will likely go down here in the end, just with the slow coming out from that Echo Q, and it goes over to Zyra.
All right, so fortunate there that that Echo wasn't able to pick that up, because he does need all the help that he can get. Any gold that he can muster, any kills that he can get there for himself will definitely help him out, because he is currently being he's 50 gold behind, or 50 CS behind the his Cassiopeia, and Cassiopeia already has the 4-kill gold lead. So
this is the legendary battle between Nautilus and Krugs right now. He tried valiantly. He killed the big one, left the little ones. You know, he's like, hey, she comes up and clear these.
It's the sequel to the Sejuani losing.
Yeah.
He's getting revenge.
The jungle strikes back, V2. No, but on all serious right now, this bot lane of B-Win and the Zyra, again, have fallen behind just a little bit here. Q rank on this Ezreal now heading almost a 40 CS lead. He's going to have to do a lot of work in order to catch back up. About a 3k gold lead heading out right now. Moving right now, kind of coming up toward this Rift Herald, maybe thinking of trying to get a gank here up top. Is just going to go ahead and try and go for an invade, possibly. Again, does not know where Sejuani is at the moment.
Yep, that bush is control warded, so he's going to come here undetected.
Undetected at the moment. Bear Trap on the rope does land directly on top of him. Again, and he does not have an ult to really help out right now. Scarl, though, is going to run away. They do manage to land it yet again. The Chopper gets Scarl back. He's going to dash on through and just get away with his life. Getting that extra health bar, able to keep him alive, as well as the invulnerability frames there that you get. Makes it actually quite hard to kill Kled, even in a 2v1.
Yeah, Siren did a very good job trying to layer their CC when Kled was dismounted.
Again, just not able to land the CC right there. It's right now in this bot wave. And just waiting right here, right now. Echo trading a little bit here right now. Trying to see. Yeah, ult is coming on through from Kled. Q-Rank is just going to get dived by the enemy team here. Blitzcrank trying to maybe get a kill at the end, but yeah, so tanky. Lucian actually takes aggro right here. Is going to get knocked up, and the barrier just comes in, but the minions are here. They're going to get the shutdown in the end there. Good job by them. Now just taking a look at how everything is working out right now.
It looks like disaster for Team Tai.
Yeah, right now, get Chopper down to really low health. Savage gonna go down as they actually pick up a kill. Echo now on top of these. Nautilus is gonna actually he gets out of there with the ultimate, gets stunned up there by Sejuani, but here comes Anti from the side. Pirate pretty low, has to be a bit careful. Anti might just be trying to make a beeline for him right now. Stun is gonna land, and right now Pirate is just playing bait at the moment as Chopper is now here to answer with that teleport. Again, got taken down earlier in the fight to go ahead and take the kill.
Oh,
On to Audi again. He gets ignited though, very close. But the double kill comes out from Q Rank on the Ezreal.
Oh, just when Team Ty thinks they're back in, Team Siren says no with that Ezreal ulti and picks that double kill up.
Again, we thought it was just the very long bait coming up from Echo, but in fact, it was actually the bait from Anti to get them in that corridor, stun them up,
goodness.
keep them on top of them, and get the double kill onto this Ezreal, who's now 5-1-2, so in a pretty nice spot right now.
Yeah, pretty scary there, but if you look over at Kled here, he's 3-0-4, so he is the one that the team is going to need to rely on to get back into this one, and I think they are doing a very good job getting back into this one. It's 9-13, they're only down 4 kills, and no towers have been taken yet. It's only a 3k gold lead at this point, so anything is possible, especially if they fight the way they did in that last one.
Oh, Hook is just going to go wide of the Zyra in that bot lane. Again, Mountain Drake is up for both teams. 18 minutes on the clock. Rift Herald hasn't been taken either.
Nice root.
Yeah, Root comes out here right now. They're going pretty aggressive onto Q Rank. He does not have a flash or anything. Unfortunately, Lucian not able to pick up the kill. Actually gets hooked on in, gets knocked up. Balloon is trying to pick up the kill. He will in the end. Trading 1-for-1 right now as Alpha trying to keep her in range. Loon does have those buffs available. Might have been waiting way too long. Auntie actually flashes on in for the bandage toss. And Loon trying to run away right now. This is going to be a really close one, but Blitzcrank going to pick up the kill. Again, maybe just waiting a little too long there. Tried to juke out a hook that wasn't even up at that point as Bear Dropper Low is going to land. But Chopper, not going to stay in range, just picking up the farm. Now has a nice CS advantage going on up in that top lane and kind of is going to be a main key factor for Team Tiez.
No, definitely there. So back to that bottom lane dive. I think they were trying to give a Mumu just double buffs there because that would have been so good on a Mumu. Unfortunately, I guess he just wasn't able to. He didn't have the continuous damage to finish off the Zyra, so Zyra was able to kind of kite around, give the buffs over to Blitzcrank, and it's not like they completely got rid of the buffs on Blitzcrank. I mean, it's still useful for him, but it's better on the Blitzcrank than on the Mumu for Team Ty at least.
Alpha looking to try and get a hook there is going to get missed. As B1 going to turn around, start getting some autos in onto that Blitzcrank. Has that shield available to him, so is able to mitigate some damage.
It also has a Sheen there for the pickup.
Yeah, looking to get a Sheen, maybe some extra damage on the Q knockup. The knockup combo, I should say. As right now, Chopper looking to find the rest of the team. They are in the middle of it right now. Ultimate is popped off by the Sejuani, and here comes Echo onto the fight. This Sejuani doing work right now as Echo picks up the kill on to Cassiopeia. Now B1 ends up chasing them down, and here's a big thing. Ties, they can live up to their name right now and force a three-way tie between all our teams in the round robin other than CEL. And they are looking to pick up the first Drake of the game here a little late at 20 minutes.
Yeah, Mountain Drake's definitely something that they want to pick up there, because if they were to give it over to Team Siren, it would be very disastrous, especially if Siren were to choose to go over, try to get the Baron. So very good pickup there for Team Ty, helps them out as well, getting those towers and those...
Flash on in by Alpha is going to get comboed there by the Ezreal, but there is no follow-up after that as Q-Rank did not really want to try his luck, didn't know where the jungler was. Chopper up in that top lane right now, doing work on this Khaled, has the Black Cleaver available to him, going to bring in that Nautilus, actually gets the flash out in the end, so Chopper force the summoner spells and likely will force this Nautilus to have to play very safe, while Lazy does not know this is happening right now. So Auntie's just on the other side of the wall, is going to steal this blue buff away from Sejuani.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think she even noticed that that was something there. And the Mumu he would have position on the Kled, but he's just going to back away a little bit. I think he's going for that Scuttle Crab, and Kled's he's looking for a deep invade on the red.
Yeah, looking to pick up that red buff away from the Amumu, and will do so quite quickly as they don't know where this Kled has gone. Again, Amumu just missing on that bandage toss, and they don't know. They just think it just got clear. They didn't know they could collapse there right now.
It's a very good pull there from Kled. Very smart.
Oh, Kled going on in onto this Amumu right now.
Cass is here though.
Miasma does come out right now. A double stomp comes out through. They are able to keep up the pressure though onto this Amumu, but Cassiopeia is the one doing all the damage, guys.
He's not dead.
Here comes Zyra from the side, but here comes the bot side here. They're gonna explode the Cassiopeia. Letrank gets that hook though off that knockup. He's gonna get taken down in the end. It's a trade for that Sejuani. It's a 1-for-1 in the end. Alpha maybe looking to try and get another hook as Ezreal gets rooted up there on the last frame of his Arcane Shift. And in the end, 1-for-1 going over for Tiez and Team Sirens.
That's pretty good because that must have been there must have been some shutdown gold there for killing that Cassiopeia. So pretty good trade. Trading your jungler for the super carry in the Cassiopeia. But it looks like everyone's going down to try to catch that Lucian out of position, but Lucian's gonna rightly back up there.
Yeah, notice that the enemy team was missing, so he's just gonna go ahead and get back to his second tier tower.
Yeah, it looks like no. So there wouldn't really have been any wards except for the ward in the mid lane. So yeah, just assume that they were coming down. Assume correctly, and he's safe.
Looking here right now, Tiez, with this Kled up top lane being 3-0-6, have a real good opportunity to maybe get some fights their way if they force it. Again, Drake will be coming up here in about 3 minutes. Waiting here right now, so we're going to go ahead and clear out that.
Leave up there. Looks like he's gonna take it for himself. Not gonna hand that one over to Cassiopeia.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hand that over. Go up in that top lane. Just gonna go ahead and clear.
There's almost nothing Nautilus can do against the Kled there.
At the Kled at the moment, yeah, there isn't a whole lot that can be done. Good thing for their team is they did get that Mountain Drake, so maybe can try and force something. Zyra getting some nice poke, has that Honky guys. The Chopper finds Nautilus up here on top, and look at the damage that is coming out at the moment. Gets him to back off for now, and really you want to try and force Go to go back and try and get a TP out of him for the next fight.
Lumu looking to come on up, and he will be spotted by a ward.
Gets spotted out here right now. As the rest of Team Tiez kind of rotating up the top. They have the Zyra and the Sejuani grouped together, and they're kind of just letting bot lane get pushed in here by Team Sirens. Again, 24 minutes so far on the clock. 2 minutes until that Drake pops up.
Oh, the gold lead was actually quite more sizable than I had thought it to be. We're looking at some positioning here posturing here from Siren. They're looking to see if they can get anything in this Baron pit.
Alright, here we go. Alpha is going to hook onto this Kled right now, but a lot of CC. The silence comes out. Here comes the Sejuani ult though as well. Gets the team to disengage off his top laner.
Yeah, it didn't look like they wanted to commit too much onto that Kled because they're probably worried for him to get back on this dismount. As you said, Kled, as we've seen, Kled is very difficult to kill. He hasn't died at all in this game, actually. And him being as strong as he is, it would be very tough to try to expend everything on him just to have it turned around on you by the other members of Team Tai.
Big thing in this mid lane is the CS difference coming out from Savage.
Oh my goodness.
As he is currently up almost 2,000 gold, as you guys can see. Decent chunk of gold though is back onto that top lane Kled. Though another thing is 2,500 gold in front, and actually Chopper says let's go boys, as he's going to go ahead and jump straight onto Savage. Alpha is there right now. Here comes the Ezreal ultimate as well. They have not killed the Cassiopeia. Here comes the Amumu as well. The whole team is just set up to get erased by the comp here, and B-Wiz does pick up a kill, but at what cost? Pirate likely to go down here. That's a triple kill coming out from the Nautilus as they trade 5 for 2, and likely this Infernal Drake as well.
Yeah, that was a very good engage. The Nautilus being able to teleport in to help his team out in that 4v5 situation. There's so much CC. There was so much CC that you could not get away from. all the AoE that Team Siren was able to put down on Tai, they were unable to basically come back or anything, but Team Tai was able to get down the 2 carries in that fight.
So pushing on to this mid lane tower here. Nala's doing well, trying to get another tower. That'd be the final outer tower here for Team Tai, but they aren't going to be able to push that down fast enough.
And meanwhile, Amumu finally gets that one. Took a little bit, but he finally gets it.
Yeah, gets that Infernal Drake, and now that's an 8k gold lead, and it only gets amplified when you do have this Infernal Drake at your disposal. So maybe looking around at the effectiveness of 9,000 gold just for picking up that one objective, and it only snowballs more the more you get out of it. As looking here right now into this bot lane, it's going to be another Infernal coming up here soon, so
definitely something that you're going to want to contest if you're on Team Tai. You cannot let Team Siren get any more damage over you in the team fights. They're having enough trouble as is going against the carries, but once Nautilus and Amumu and Blitzcrank are able to burst you down as well, then the fights become very difficult to try to target.
Chopper, though, up in this top lane, gets the first tower for his team, and that's a nice influx of gold coming on in. So they have a lot of work to do. That bot tower pretty low right now, but it's going to take a lot of effort to even get something like that that's so close to going down.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough for Lucian to decide to stay there, because the wards are not in the correct placements for him to know if anyone is coming down onto him. Currently there is no one, so he would be able to free push, and I wonder if that wave is big enough for them to get that tower.
Might be able to get this tower right here. It's sitting at about 500 health. It is going to get stopped right before it hits. Meanwhile, in this mid lane, looking to take down yet another outer here. 5 members of Team Siren looking to see if they can finish this one off.
Oh, it looks like Cled's going to finish off that tower in the bot lane. He would have the ability to... Actually, everyone's coming down on Team Siren to try to collapse on this Cled. Let's see what he can need to get away from this one.
Right now, again, Q-Rank has not destroyed the explosive cone, so he'll get right out, but here's the rest of the team. Here comes the team fight right now. Ezreal goes through the back line. Big knockout comes out from the Zyra, but this Lucian is frontlining against the Cassiopeia. Q-Rank going to pick up the kill. There's 4. It's a 3v2, so now it's a 2v3. Pirate able to ult back on in, but guess what? This Cassiopeia is so big at the moment. It's a double kill for the Amumu. There's going to be a whole lot more they can pick up in the end. It's Pirate looking to try and run away with his life. He likely will here as he's able to slow them all back up. But in the end, it's a 4 for 2 in favor of Sirens.
And not just that, Nautilus is able to push that top lane. He has such a huge wave, he's going to be able to get that tower as well. And that whole fight was a 4v5 without the big tank. And with only losing 2 people, 4-4, that's a huge win for Team Siren. Actually, you're going to get 2 towers off of this one.
Yeah, 2 towers going down here, and that just escalates the gold now to a 9k gold lead.
These are kind of escalating a little bit out of control here for Team Tai. They might want to look at contesting the Baron if Team Siren decides to go for it. Otherwise, all they're going to want to do is just defend their base here.
Really, we're hoping for Chopper to really pick up and try and carry this game, but again, a Banshee's Veil finish there for the Cassiopeia. Even if he dives right on top of her, he isn't going to be able to kill her right away, as Elune does steal that Scuttle Crab, but at what cost? Gets hooked, gets grabbed, might be taken down. She will go down as Gopika able to pick that one up. And actually, B-Win and Pirate in a bad spot right now is going to get my ass, but Savage trying to do what he can from the side. B-Win is going to try and do some damage on Savage. Savage getting taken down quite low. B-Win, though, actually evades the Cassiopeia ult, but there is Q-Rank to try and follow up. Lazy is here as well. Anti, though, looking to try and get a hook into that back line. Does have that flash coming off cooldown in a couple seconds. 2 minutes on the Drake. Coming up right now, it's going to be another Infernal.
Yeah, looks like that fight's going to end with everyone just backing off of each other. Siren was able to pick up the Zyra. And yeah, so with that fight, Lucian was able to actually put a lot of meaningful damage on the Cassiopeia, which helped aid in the fact that Cassiopeia had to back out, and which is why that team fight had to end as it did.
Chopper in this bot lane right now, keeping up the pressure. Q-Rank and Alpha are there, though, to keep him at bay. I don't think they actually know where he is at the moment. He's actually staying a long time here right now. As here he comes, charges on in, onto Q rank, is able to land the bear trap. He is just going to get out of range. Chopper was not able to flash in time. Trying to hunt down this Ezreal. He will likely get taken down, though. Chopper, off Scarl right now, gets knocked up. Going to get that mount right back up right now. But look, he has no abilities to let him go over the wall, though, as he gets taken down. So bit off a little bit more than he could chew at a 10k gold lead now for Sirens.
Yeah, the rest of Team Ty was trying to come over to the aid of Kled, but unfortunately they were zoned off inside that river, so they were unable to do anything except watch their teammate die. And this is a huge blow for Team Ty because a lot of the gold is going to be on that Kled. He is leading in CS for his team, and he's doing a very good job in kill participation. And here's another fight that's going on here in the free jungle.
Yeah, here comes Anti. He's going to flash on in and get that trio snare coming out. Savage from the backside. He's actually taking a lot of damage here. All fans there from Lazy, not able to connect onto the Cassiopeia. B1's coming from the side right now, but he's in the 4 members of Team Sirens.
Oh, no.
He gets knocked around, gets CC'd to death. Kind of pulled the wild turtle right there. Kind of went into the back line of 4 members. Flashed on it, but gets taken out immediately. Even had the barrier up, it didn't really matter, and it looks like Team Sirens have control of this Baron area and might actually attempt it here. Q-Rank isn't nearby.
It's not going to be a 50-50 smite there because Sirfani is dead, so they're going to pick this one up relatively quickly here. TP's coming in from Kled. I don't know how much they're going to be able to get from this one.
Kled has TP'd on in. He's running straight into the pit right now. Baron is only at 5,000 health. Great. Pirate King has to, again, ult on back right now. Chopper still in that front line, trying to get on top of Q-Rank. Q-Rank doesn't have that much mana. Alpha is able to escape with his life. 3 members right now. Team Sirens are so low, and one of them is likely to go down here. Q-Rank able to pick up the kill, though. Onto Zyra. They get the shutdown onto the Amumu. Chopper trying to make it happen. Gets the bear trap on the rope. Gets silenced, though, and there's another member of the team. It's a triple kill coming out for Q-Rank.
Oh man, okay, so a lot of Team Siren was already there to the fight, whereas Team Ty was trickling in. So even though they were able to do a lot of good mechanical performances, getting a lot of the kills, taking down the Cassiopeia, shutting her down, because Team Siren was all together already, it made it very difficult for Team Ty to win that big fight. So Infernal Dragon is actually up here, and Team Ty is actually heading towards it. I don't know if they're going to start that one up. No, they're not. They're just going to go for the safe vision.
Try and get that scuttle. Gives you a lot of movement speed in toward that pit. Allows team fights in there to be a little bit more smoother. Infernal was started up there by Team Siren. It gets dragged out of the pit. Sejuani is nearby, but it's going to take a miracle still for that to happen. Cully does come out there. Blitzcrank actually secures it with his passive, so a little risky there if you're Team Siren. Actually, the Cully could have almost taken that if he didn't block that out, so 2 good plays coming out from the support.
Alright, so we're looking at Team Siren almost has double the kills here of Team Ty, and they have over 10k gold. So they're in a pretty dominating position here, so they're definitely going to want to push their advantage as they make their way towards the Baron pit.
35 minutes on the clock, actually one of our longer games of the evening so far, as Hook does not connect there. Q-Rank already has that GA completed, reworked to be a little bit better on ADCs in particular, gives them some attack damage as well, some defensive. Chopper up in the top lane, trying to trade with his Nautilus. Man, the amount of damage this Kled can put out, even on such a tanky champ right at the moment. Alun is there to help him out right now. Does not land the stun, though, or the snare, I believe. Q does land. Ult is popped there by Nautilus. They're using so much. Meanwhile, in that mid lane, 3-manning it right now. The Gargoyle Stone Plate does so much. You can see that health bar. Amumu was up around 6k, but it does not prevent you from going down like that. As across the map, 2 kills are picked up. Oh, gotta be careful right now. Q-Rank, a lot of damage. B1, you're stepping into a full stack. Ezreal right now, Lazy flashes on in, trying to get the stun, but here comes Savage from the side. Savage on this Cassiopeia, puts out the damage that they need. They pick up the kill onto Sejuani, and Pirate King and B1 have to back off.
Yeah, Siren is still there. They're still in between members of Team Ty, but looks like Ty is going to actually all back off here. Doesn't look like they think they're going to be able to take them out.
Yeah, a little bit risky right here. We're getting to the point of 36 minutes, 37 minutes where, you know, these team fights actually start to really matter, because if you're able to actually just win by enough members, if you're on the side of Team High, you can actually pick up so much around the map. Chopper trying to go aggressive here right now, but that Ezreal still has GA up 11, 4, and 12. So much gold on him at the moment. He's up 5,000 gold in comparison to his enemy ADC. Is Chopper going to get aggressive again, trying to do these drive-bys. Alpha missing that Q. Going to get the minion instead. Gets the gold. That's a big thing. Always good to get gold.
Exactly. Anywhere you can get it, it's always welcome.
Always welcome. Always great. As they're looking to clear out this control reward right now, Alpha on the side is actually going to pick it up onto Alun. Alun does have the flash available to him. Here we come, Pirate King from the side. There's so much wards in this little corridor that everybody knows where everyone is. It looks like they're going to back off here as Auntie.
Yeah, Siren didn't really want to go into that fight because both their carries are still running over into mid lane. They're actually now just joining up with the rest of their team, so now they're able to actually try to do something.
Hits the ultimate and the Q onto the Zyra. Zyra is forced to flash out. Gargoyle's Blade was used by him. Ultimate, B-Wing, you're in the middle of 5 members. He gets taken down by Q rank in the end. Savage now has that.
Oh, nice flash.
Flashes the grasping wolves. It wouldn't have mattered though, because did have that Banshee's Veil. So good dodge then nonetheless, and this will likely be an inhibitor if they play their cards right. It'll take a miracle team fight for Tiez to really get their way back into this one.
Yeah, not much wave clear on the side of Team Tiez. They're not going to be able to push this one back. However, all the minions are gone now, so I wonder if they'll be able to get this. Yeah, with no turret up, this inhibitor is going down pretty easily, and they're able to get back. They should have positioning on Baron if they want to go for it, because top lane is also pushing.
Yeah, top lane is pushing right here at the moment. Lots of members moving on up.
There's a blue buff.
Yep, blue buff is taken there by the Cassiopeia, and they can just burn through this with this Ezreal and Cassiopeia to get the fort, as well as just the sustained damage from Cassiopeia.
Oh, they ripped this one up.
Yeah, and 2 Infernal Drakes. It's going to be one heck of a steal. Does not have that flash to get into the pit. It's going to go over to the Amumu. Kled charges on in right now. Where's the follow-up? There is none. Kled charges on in. No hooks are coming out from either side. It's Alpha and Auntie gonna back off. Chopper getting chased down here by Q-Rank. Q-Rank quite aggressive. Might try and pick up at least a GA in the end. Gets knocked up there by the Nalazal. Lazy, able to keep him stunned up. Here comes Chopper, able just to get the Scarl right now. Alpha is going to try and get the hook onto him. He will, and that will be likely the dead Kled. Kled is still alive somehow. Zyra gets the ultimate down. Auntie on the hunt right now. B-Win has to be careful. Q-Rank just looking for this Kled right here. He will get it in the end, as he's not able to make the great escape. 15k gold lead.
Ezreal also had that GA in that one, so even if he did go down,
he could at least run away. He could have run for the hills. Like
that is true. What do you think about the Guardian Angel on the ADCs now?
Oh, it's pretty standard. It's just a little bit better as terms of AD goes, I think. Less defensive stats, but it's still just a better item in general. I think for them, it's not meant to really be built on tanks anymore. That's kind of what they wanted to avoid it, but still your AD tank tops will still build it, I believe, just to keep that active available, keep that CC available to them. It's Q-Rank and Auntie right now, clearing out some wards. This is going to be Infernal Drake here for Sirens if they want it.
Elder Drake for this one. Looks like it'll be very tough to come back from this one if Siren is able to pick this one up.
So right now, Q-Rank them, pushing it on in. 17,000 gold.
Yeah, gonna be pretty tough to pull this one out. They don't really have any towers to their name on the side of Team Tiez.
Alpha gonna get the hook straight onto that Zyra. She gets absolutely destroyed there. Pirate King and Luffy looking to back on out right now. That Elder Drake is just taking down whatever they come into contact with this massive minion wave. They might try and look to end the game off it.
This is last stand here for Team Tide. They're gonna have to be able to somehow stop this. It's gonna be pretty tough for them because they got Elder, Dragon, Baron buff to deal with.
They might just keep on pushing this at this point. They have the minions. There's no real answer against them. As Glenn gets hooked in all the way, ults get popped onto him. He gets taken down immediately. They're trying to burn down Savage, but guess what? He's burning down them. Ult comes back in onto that Echo. It's not going to be enough as Alpha Snail picks up the kill onto Pirate King. And they're looking just to go ahead and finish off the game as well as finish off our tournaments here at the Microsoft Store. Say thank you to all our competitors that played today, as Savage is going to go ahead and Zonya's there. Redemption's coming on out. Not going to pick up the kill on Q-Rank as he's able to avoid it. Just padding the KDAs right now as Alune is going to get not taken down in the end. And your champs are Team Sirens.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the Community Gaming Tournament, it's Sirens!
And with that, guys, I believe that is the end here from the Microsoft Store. We'd like to say thank you to those guys over here for letting us come on in and make loud noises over their speakers and scream about video games. I know it's a very tasking thing to have to hear for 6 hours, but we love them anyway. We'd like to say thank you to everybody that came out today. Without you guys, it did not matter what ends up happening.
And we'd also like to thank you, Alex, for helping us set this one up for the broadcast. Wouldn't be able to do it without you.
Well, thank you very much. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that came on out. It's not you don't have a lot of tournaments over here in Calgary, so it's always great to see when people come out and support the local guys.
Yeah, communitygaming.ca. Community Gaming is the ones that hosted this one here at the Microsoft Store. So if you want other games that you want to play, make sure you check out Community Gaming for all of your LAN party needs.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and send it off back to our intermission, maybe play some Silver Scrapes, and we'll see you guys next time.